Yiratzon, Parashat Truma, 5781. The Limud should be Lerefwat Kol HaCholim, V'tocham Tani Batoda Margalit, Yosef Yair ben Aviv Achava, Harav Sivan ben Sima, B'toch Kol Shar Cholei Israel. And this Motzei Shabbat, Tet Adar, the second Yurtzeit of my closest friend, Ethan Lax, Eitan Eliezer ben Mordechai. Should be Li'ilui Neshama. Starting the second part of our entrance into Purim, it's very important, like we spoke about, to really understand Amalek and to understand the war against them. And there's one appearance that I think if we go deeper into it, we'll realize something tremendous about the war that we have against Amalek. So we know that Amalek in Gematria is 240. And we know that the word Safek in Gematria is 240. And although numbers sometimes seem to be a nice additional game, in regard to Amalek, it's definitional. Understanding that Amalek's concept is all doubt, and that they try to raise doubt, and they come in the places of doubt. So we see that when Am Yisrael are in the desert, and in a place that is very, very nerve-wracking, and there's no army, there's no confidence, we have no country, that's where they attack us. In the place of doubt. Similarly, in the story of Esther, we're in exile. We have nothing that they could gain from us. We have no army, we have no country. And there's where they attack, in the place of doubt. We know also the idea that the word that appears with Amalek, Asher Korcha Baderech, that appears also in the Megillah regarding Haman, is a word that seems to be only connected to Amalek. We only find it with Amalek. And so Rashi is very bothered. What does this word teach us about Amalek? And he reveals to us three different answers. Korcha could come from the word of kor, cold. When you're in doubt, you're cold, you're not passionate, you don't have clarity. Or from the word mikre, where you feel like everything is a coincidence. Even if you are successful, who says we'll stay successful? And so there's a lot of doubt connected to the word mikre, or to the word keri, tuma, which makes us very unconfident about our futures, about our destiny, that maybe we're impure, maybe we're not going to succeed. And so we see that this numerical connection is much greater than just a number, but it's really in the essence and in the core of what Amalek's about. We could see this also in the way that Haman tries to kill us. He's the first one to throw lots. And obviously this lottery becomes significant because it is the name of the holiday. Lottery, lots. And so what he's showing is not only is he going to kill us, but he's going to kill us through coincidence, whatever the lot says. And so they're very, very strong on this concept of lottery. But if we look at an appearance that we can learn in regard to Amalek, we can see something very, very unique about the war against Amalek. We said that Amalek is emphasizing doubt, and they emphasize that things are unclear. But the scary thing is that on the holiest day of our year, on Yom Kippur, which is very similar to the word Purim, Kippurim, we also throw lots. And so when we see Haman throwing lots, we say to ourselves, oh, Amalek are so bad, but we ourselves also throw lots. We ourselves also throw lotteries. And if Amalek is so wrong, then why do we do the same thing? Not only with the lottery do we see that we act similarly to Amalek, but we can see a couple of other areas where we fight with Amalek with their own medicine. One example is that Haman wants to hang Mordechai on a tree. Okay, so we can't hang him on a tree. So what happens? We hang Haman on the same tree. We feed him his own medicine. We attack him with his own remedy. He wanted to make a tree. We kill him with that same tree. But we can see this even more. The Mishteh that Achashverosh has at the beginning, which is the celebration of basically what brings about Vashti being lost and Esther going and Mordechai standing up and going against Haman. When Esther decides that she wants to fight against Haman, she uses that same remedy, Mishteh. She uses the same concept of the beginning of the Megillah of also throwing parties. And she joins as if the party of Achashverosh and his Haman worlds. We see the same thing with the horse. The horse that Haman thinks that's going to be used for him, he ends up using for Mordechai the same horse that he thought is used. We know the war against Amalek also. It says, Kiyad al Keska. Amalek puts its hands on the chair of Hashem. And how did we fight back in the war against Amalek? With the hands of Moshe Rabbeinu. And so as scary as Amalek is, it seems like we do the same thing. They fight with their hands. They put their hand on the kisei of Hashem. Moshe fights back with the hands. They build a tree, we fight back with a tree. They want a horse, we fight back with a horse. They bring a mishteh, we bring a mishteh. And I think with this appearance, we can learn the tremendous idea about Amalek. They're right. Amalek is right. The idea of doubt, of unclarity, is not made up. It's true. At Mamad Har Sinai, there was clarity. Except for then, there is no clarity. And we're living in a world that nothing is clear and that everything is full of doubt. And Amalek is right. We do not know the future. There is no document that says that Am Yisrael will stay in Israel forever since 1948. There's no clarity. No one promised it. And it's a very serious doubt. Will we stay? The questions of Amalek, are you sure, is a real question. The more something's important, the less we can prove it. And what are we saying to Amalek? We're saying you're right. And we agree with you. But our conclusion is very different. The Amalek conclusion of the doubt is that nothing matters. Is that everything's a joke. Almost like the Joker in Batman. Maybe he's like the image of Haman. That if there's doubt, if there's unclarity, then let's laugh out life. Not laugh with life. Not have laughter in life. Not enjoy life. But who cares? If there's no clarity, then everything's random. Nothing matters. And we say to Amalek, you're right, but our conclusion is very different. Because there's doubt, we need to create clarity. No one can promise someone under their chuppah that it's going to last forever. No one can tell someone when they choose a job that they made the right choice. No one can tell someone when they chose a certain school that they're going to the right one. And therefore, our conclusion is that makes you responsible and it makes you involved. The doubts are what make us participate. I don't know where my son or Eitan is going to be. He's entering his bar mitzvah in 2 weeks. Do I know who he's going to be when he's 18? I don't. And therefore, it's not that I don't care. I care even more. I need to get involved even more. I need to participate even more. I need to care even more. The doubt is an opportunity, not a problem. The doubt is what makes us part of the picture. It doesn't destroy the picture. And I think what we saw with Amalek is that we come with them in the same worlds. They attack us with the tree, we'll attack with the tree. They throw lots, we'll throw lots. They bring out a horse, we'll bring out a horse. They'll throw a mishteh, we'll throw a mishteh. But our conclusion is different. In Masechet Megillah, it teaches that in the Mishnah of Achashverosh, they celebrated the conversation of speaking about the beauty of other women. They would say Madai is more pretty, Paras is more pretty, the Kasdian women are more pretty. How are our Mishnah different? We're not praising the nothingness. Rather, we're saying Divrei Torah. So what's the Gemara teaching? At their Mishnah, they're celebrating the external nothingness when we're creating an internal demand. They're celebrating external, everything is, look who she like, what she looks like, what she looks like. Everything is random, nothing matters. Treat everyone randomly. We say no, in our Mishnah, we have to have Divrei Torah. We have to recognize that the Mishnah is an opportunity to get involved, to get deeper into the picture. There's no clarity in the land of Israel where we're going to be. And therefore, we need to join the army. We need to fight. We need to build yeshiva. We need to build our families. We need to plant trees. Israel doesn't give answers, it gives demands. And that's the celebration of Purim. That it's recognizing the reality. And the reality is doubt. But the doubt is not something to be afraid of. It's something to recognize that it's causing us to not let go but hold on. It's not letting us just see things as free fall, but as something that's asking us to put an imprint, a signature. And that, Bezrat Hashem, will get us more excited for the celebration of life. Shabbat Shalom.